Domain 3D, Using Assessment in Instruction. ExploreLearning Gizmos offer a variety of ways to assess student learning during instruction. Here we will highlight 3 possible ways. It's important to note that the teacher guide in conjunction with the student exploration sheet show correspondence between assessment and instructional outcomes. The instructional outcomes can be found in the lesson objectives section of the teacher guide, in addition to the lesson overview section where each activity is listed. Tied to instructional outcomes, the various assessment methods may be modified for individual student needs. We'll start with the student exploration sheet. Included in the lesson materials with almost every gizmo found in the library is a student exploration sheet. Built upon cognitive complexity, a variety of gizmo activities are available for students to perform. This allows for adapting assessments for individual students. The student exploration sheet provides the structure and direction needed to guide students through each activity from beginning to end, and is often used by both the teacher and student to document student learning. The various activities available in the student exploration sheet are also outlined in the teacher guide lesson overview section. Students may access the student exploration sheet on their own electronically through ExploreLearning.com if their teacher has offered student enrollment through their account. Students may also obtain the student exploration sheet from their teacher directly, who may provide a physical or electronic copy. If the student has access to ExploreLearning.com, they will only be able to access the student exploration sheet, in addition to the vocabulary sheet. The teacher, however, will have access to all lesson materials, including the student exploration sheet answer key. It is recommended that the teacher not post the student exploration sheet answer key electronically, but instead use it as a tool to assess student learning. The teacher may attempt to engage students in self-assessment of their work or peer assessment. During this time, students may take corrections to their work and receive feedback from a peer. The teacher may also choose to collect the student exploration sheet to elicit evidence of student understanding and provide feedback. These are just 2 strategies the teacher could employ in order to gain an accurate pulse of student learning. Let's first look at the student exploration sheet as it applies to Domain 3D, Using Assessment in Instruction. Taking a look now at the student exploration sheet, notice it is available in both PDF and Word document format. Based upon a student's learning style or interests, a student may wish to document their learning electronically right on the document itself by opening the document using a word processor program on a Mac or PC computer. Other students may prefer to print out the student exploration sheet and write on the sheet. When it comes time to hand their work in, students who have worked on the document electronically may submit it to the teacher through their classroom management system, an electronic submission site, or simply by email. If working in a computer lab at school, students may be able to send their finished work to a network printer where the teacher could pick up student work from the printer. Students may also work on gizmos at home, in which case students may prefer to complete their work electronically, then print it out to hand in, or send electronically. You will notice all student exploration sheets start off with prior knowledge questions, followed by a warm-up. From here, the student exploration sheet is then broken down by activity, which is noted at the top of the page. Again, activities are built upon cognitive complexity and are presented in progressive order. Although built upon cognitive complexity, the activities are not dependent upon one another. Thus, an example, a student would not have to complete activity A before being able to complete activity B or C. In fact, many educators who focus on one activity within the student exploration guide tend to use the other activities listed as extensions to the learning taking place by students. ExploreLearning Gizmos also include 5 multiple-choice assessment questions with each of the gizmos found in the library, in addition to the discussion questions found in the teacher guide. Both can be used by the teacher as a means of monitoring student understanding. They may also be used in conjunction with the student exploration sheet in order to provide the teacher with a variety of feedback sources. A unique way of assessing student knowledge during instruction may also include employing the camera snapshot feature of the Gizmo. Let's now take a look at the 5 multiple choice questions that accompany each Gizmo first. Directly beneath the Gizmo are 5 assessment questions. These assessment questions can be answered by each student. When a student is finished, they may click on the Check Your Answers button. The 5 assessment questions are instantly graded, and a report opens automatically on the computer screen with instant feedback for that student. In the individualized report, students are able to see the original question and answer options in addition to their answer selection. The correct answer selection, which may or may not match what they selected, is also listed. Most powerful, an explanation of the correct answer is provided regardless if the student answered the question correctly or not. Through this method, a student can be actively involved in collecting information from the mini-formative assessment. The teacher is also provided with an assessment results report that shows all of the students enrolled in that class and their answer options. This is available for each Gizmo the teacher assigns on their class tab within their ExploreLearning account. The assessment results report provides the teacher with a way to execute line item analysis in an effort to look for overarching trends, identify student misconceptions that still exist, or areas for improvement while progressing forward in instruction. These assessment questions are designed to be given as a mini-formative assessment in which the teacher can make informed decisions during instruction. As a tip or trick, if the teacher wishes to modify a question or answer options, they may highlight the question and or answer options provided and use the copy command. After opening a word processor document, the teacher can then use the paste command. Once the question and answer options have been imported onto the Word document, they can be customized for individualized student needs. Another way to assess student learning during instruction is by using a feature built into Gizmos, the snapshot camera feature or screenshot. Notice the camera buttons identified on this Gizmo. The buttons for the snapshot camera and copy screen feature may also look like these here. Using this feature, the teacher may design a student assessment that not only provides an in-depth understanding of how well the students comprehend the content or skill at hand, but also provides an alternate form of assessment and student choice. Students may use the snapshot camera feature if working one-on-one with the computer to capture supporting data or evidence using the Gizmo. Framed around real-world application or a scenario, students can be actively involved in collecting information and providing input. They may then pair their evidence with a summative statement or written justification that is mathematically or scientifically based. You may now click on the orange EL logo in the bottom right corner to return to the main menu, or wait to continue to domain 3E, demonstrating flexibility and responsiveness.